Hello everyone. I wanted to share with you guys my planner and also my daily journal. And I've been doing a few different things with them, so I wanted to share how that's going with you in case maybe you are looking for some inspiration. All right. So I think I'll start with this one. I have in here a Stalogy B6 journal and some other odds and ends. And this is a Hobonichi cover that I purchased last year when I first used the Hobonichi planners. And I used last year a Hobonichi Techo for my, I used it as a gratitude journal and my to-do list. So this year I didn't want to get the Hobonichi notebook, so I tried the Stalogy notebook, and I have a few things here that I was supposed to paste into the pages. So I started using it as my gratitude journal and a place for me to write down the things that I wanted to do. I did some decorating, like using these sheets from Artist Almanac. I don't think I have it. I didn't bring it with me. So I was doing a daily gratitude practice, and then adding some washi tape and some doodles here and there. So I did that for all of January, just pasting the daily calendar from that Artist Almanac. And I really was enjoying doing this. I like doing my to-do list and my gratitude practice. Then in February, I don't know if you're interested in a flip through. Maybe I'll do a flip through until we get to February. So I usually write down the weather, how if it's rainy, snowy, sunny, the temperature, then the date and what I'm grateful for. Then I'll write down the things I need to do, and I'll decorate it with some stickers or a picture or some washi tape. Collecting some stickers from the produce here. Let's see. So I continued like this until like the middle of February. Putting in some tea labels. So in February, I was watching a video or reading a blog post by someone, and they shared about Linda Berry's review format. So basically, around this time, I also bought Linda Berry's book, Syllabus. I'm reading through it. I haven't started the exercises, but basically the review format is you divide your page into 4 or 5 boxes. You'd write down 7 things you did, 7 things you saw, something you heard, a question you had, and then you draw something. So I wanted to do that, and I incorporated that into my journal for the last few days, but I still wanted to do my gratitude practice, like reflect on what I'm grateful for, because that has been a really helpful thing to do for me. It helps me be grateful for the things I have. It helps me start my day on a positive note, and just start my day with that feeling of appreciation. And it just really sets me up for having a good day when I start by giving thanks for the blessings in my life. So I wanted to continue doing that, and I wanted to try the things I did, saw, heard, questions I had, and the drawing. So the things I did was pretty easy. I struggle with things I saw because this journal stays at home with me, and I usually, when I was doing the other format of gratitude and then to-do list, I lost my page. I was doing that in the mornings, so then I would come back like in the evening and mark off the things that I had completed. But for this format, I feel like it would be better if you are carrying this book with you so you can write down things you did, and when you see something cool, you can write it down. So the first few days when I did it, I noticed that I was paying more attention to the things I saw, and we see so many things throughout the day, and most of the time we're kind of in autopilot and we don't really notice things. But because I had this journal, I started noticing things, and or at least making an effort to notice things that I saw that were interesting, maybe like random things that I saw out in the street. So some days of the week I work at home, and those days it's kind of hard to see anything different than my usual surroundings. So the more fun ones were when I was driving. So those parts I think were um, pretty easy. The one that I really struggled with was writing down something I heard. It's really hard for me to remember things that people said or like quotes like that. So I kind of struggle with that. That was the hardest one. Questions were pretty easy. I usually have at least one question on my mind at the end of the day. So I started doing this on February 15, and I have continued to do it until the last few days. I am thinking about whether I want to continue with this format, for the reason that I don't take this journal with me, and maybe there's another little notebook that I can have with me that would be better suited for this format. And so I'm considering going back to my gratitude journaling and listing things to do here, but I haven't decided yet. So before I was drawing the boxes and filling it in, attempting some drawings here and there. Here in this starting here, I got kind of lazy, and I was like, okay, maybe I don't have to draw the boxes. Maybe I can just do it like this and leave the spaces here. Then here I had a very rough day. Here it was the first time in a year that I felt so, I don't want to say down, but just so out of it that I couldn't think of something to be grateful for. It was not a good day. So this was today. I am still doing that. The gratitude, something I did, something I saw, and then drawing something. And I think I'm not sure what. I guess tomorrow I'll see what I feel inspired to do. But I definitely want to continue having a gratitude practice, even on those days when it's hard to think of something to be grateful for. There's always something to be grateful for. And I feel that the more we practice that gratitude practice, or we nurture that gratitude practice, the easier it can be to see all the blessings in our life. So definitely continuing a gratitude practice. Maybe I will do a little bit of what I did, and maybe one thing that I saw that was kind of cool, and I'll attempt to draw it. So that's kind of where I'm at with this journal, one of my daily journals. And then this is a faux leather traveler's notebook cover that I got at a local store. It came with these little booklets, and I mentioned in my 2023 lineup that I had given this one to my daughter because she likes the blue color, and I have another one that's brown, but I'm using this one right now. And she wrote a little bit on it, but she didn't really want to continue using it, so she gave it back to me, and I'm using it now. So this is my planner that I take to work with me, and I have the notebooks here so that I can journal a little bit if I need to get something out of my mind, off my chest. So then the planner that I use for that is this one. This is a planner that I got on Amazon. It has the format similar to the Hobonichi Weeks. Last year I used the Hobonichi Weeks, and this year I didn't want to spend the money for it, but I still like the format. So I have been using it. and I really enjoy it. For this one I will do a flip through. I started by doing something similar to what I did with my Hobonichi last year, writing the date, the month here, filling in some activities. Then I was thinking of what to do with this extra space, so I wanted to keep track of expenses that are coming up. I didn't continue this in March yet, but I'm learning that I do like to decorate a little bit with a few stickers here and there. So this is the March spread, and well, not the March spread, the March monthly overview. So it has some things filled in. I will come back and add some more decorations like washi tape, stickers, and stamps. I might do a video. I do enjoy seeing people's plan with me videos, so I might do that and share with you guys. So this one, it has really changed how I have been using it. So it started off as kind of keeping track of different things like appointments or events, but also like memory keeping for me. And I was using like the whole space instead of dividing it up as some people might do. Then I was writing priorities for the week, and then things that I needed to get done this week, adding decorations, and I really like how it was looking. So I continued like that for the following weeks, with like some memory keeping, adding decorations, adding priorities for the week, quotes that I found on Instagram, things that I wanted to do. Then this week I saw on someone's Instagram page how they divided their weeks planner and then use each of the different spots for something specific. So the weeks, this week's planner and the Hobonichi weeks planners, they have these little dots where you could draw a line if you wanted to create some different sections, and you could do the same here on this side. So I started doing that, and the first column, I guess, I just write where I'm working. Sometimes there's no school, there's no work. Sometimes I'm in the office, sometimes I'm at home, sometimes I'm in another office. So I keep track of that. I'll write down if the girls have late start, if there's no school for the girls, if my husband's working from home. So that's kind of like where we're at physically. Then, at least for this week, I was writing down some things to do. And then here I wrote like things we ate and some other notes for the day. Continued with, oh, am I even on the frame? Continue with priorities for the week, quotes, notes to myself. Then here this week, I guess I didn't go for the separation, but lately it has changed. How I use it has changed. So I'm still continuing with this column where I do where we're at, if anybody is out sick. And then here I was writing down the things that I was doing, list of cleaning things, tasks, I mean, a list of meals for the week. So this is where I really started to use it differently, and this is how I have been using it now. So now I divided into 3 columns. The first column is the same, where we're at, if anyone is sick, if anyone is out of work or on vacation. In the middle column here, I write down the things that I want to do. And then here I have been writing a little affirmation or like a check-in with how I'm feeling or how I want to feel. So that's that. This page is kind of random. Sometimes I will do things I need to do this week. Here I was making a list of the things I want to do every day in the morning, evening, and then like the lunch time. So I'm continuing with this format, and something that I noticed is that the decorations were starting to decrease. And I realized this week that I actually do like having decorations like stickers and different colors of pencils, some washi tape, some drawings. So I went back and added these stickers here. I drew that little flower vase there. And that's how I'm using it so far. I also mentioned that one thing I didn't like about this planner was that it didn't have the extra pages in the back, but it did come with like 8 pages and I have found the use for them. So these are the little extra pages in the back. I'm keeping track of the books I'm reading, movies that I've watched, shows that I've watched, and then I have my wish list, which right now has a lot of notebooks that I want to try out. And then here in the back, I just made a list of different cleaning tasks, monthly cleaning, bi-weekly cleaning, weekly cleaning, and daily cleaning tasks. And then this last page is my ideal morning routine, what I would like to do each morning, and my evening routine. This is the ideal, this is not what actually happens, but ideally I would like to take some time to write down my dreams, do morning pages, do 5 minutes of meditation, obviously brush my teeth and wash my face, get my son, who is 7 months old, ready, wake up my girls so they can get ready, make coffee, eat breakfast, and then write on my journals. That's the ideal. Usually I only do like 2 or 3 things from this list, just the essentials. Let's see, evening routine. I have that I would like to cook and eat dinner, watch a show, wash the dishes, clean up the table, put away the food, pack lunch for the next day, shower, give the baby a bath, and write. So this is just like a little note for myself, to remind me of the things I want to do and accomplish during the day. So I'm really enjoying this planner. I really like this size. I like that it fits into this cover, and I like that I get to take it to work with me. And yeah, so it has been working out really well. So these are the two of the daily journals planners that I am using, and I hope that you found that interesting. If you have any questions, let me know, and maybe you felt inspired to use some of the ways that I plan for your own planner. Thank you for watching.